Captain's Log, Stardate 1111.25. Welcome to this walkthrough trailer for Sword of the Stars 2. During the next few minutes, I hope to demonstrate some of the exciting new features and gameplay you can expect to experience in this 4X space strategy title. Currently, Sword of the Stars 2 is played in sandbox mode, so you must select the starting parameters of your game. This includes aspects such as the size and type of galaxy, the turn duration, available factions, initial systems and technology, starting treasury, or victory conditions. Next, you'll be prompted to configure the starting factions for your game. You can choose which races will take part. Select your leader's picture, the badge of your empire, level of game difficulty, and lastly the colour of your fleets and colonies. Or you can let the computer decide for you. Sword of the Stars 2 combines both strategy and tactics. The galaxy screen is where you take strategic actions and issue orders. Empire commands are arrayed at the top of the screen, while those that occur at the star system or planetary level are arrayed just below. As well as the star map, the status on research and the Imperial Treasury can be viewed at a glance, while detailed information on individual colonies and fleets may also be found here. In addition, turn number, map filters, help screens, and the history log can also be selected. Missions allow you to conduct actions across the galaxy. Fleets are required to perform them. From the galaxy map, right-click on one of the star system locations and select one of the available mission options. Then select an appropriate fleet to carry out your orders. Some missions like colonize and invade require a planet to be selected. Furthermore, you will need to select the type when constructing battle stations and where to place them around the orbit of the target planet. Without doubt, colonizing planets is the most important feature of the game. The productivity of every colony can be customized depending on what is required. It can be assigned to terraforming or upgrading infrastructure, or even ship construction. In addition, production capability can be switched from construction to trade, which will net you an increase in Imperial credits. In Sword of the Stars 2, each system can contain several planets. Each of these can be colonized. The System View feature exists to help you better manage your colonies. Once selected, you can zoom in and look at the planets occupied by your empire and those of your rivals. Another way of controlling colonies is through the Planet Manager. This allows you to bring up a list of all known planets surveyed on the galaxy map. This list will grow as you explore and find more star systems. Space stations can be built to improve the capabilities of a colony. Their construction affects factors at the planetary and also empire levels. There are several types to build, each focusing on a single area, such as research or diplomacy. The type of space station also determines the modules it can be upgraded with. Only a certain number of modules can be built per station. Any modules added during upgrading are shown in the module queue at the bottom of the screen. Research plays an important part in the game, allowing you to increase and upgrade many aspects of gameplay. There are 14 separate research trees, each with their own branches and multiple nodes. Weapon technologies possess detailed information on their destructive capabilities. The subjects you are able to discover will change through every game and will depend on which race you are playing. You will not be able to research every technology you are aware of. Some may require an initial feasibility study to see if it's possible to attempt them. The higher the chance indicated by the study, the more likelihood of success when researching the subject. Research takes a certain number of turns to complete. Increasing funding can speed up the discovery time. Once you have researched some advanced technologies, you will want to upgrade your fleet. The first step is to design a new ship. Enter the design screen and select the new hull type that you wish to create. Depending on the hull type chosen, you will need to configure up to 3 additional ship modules. The module on the left determines a ship's command capability, The module in the middle determines its mission capability, while the module on the right determines the method and speed of travel. Depending on the hull type and modules chosen, you will then be able to allocate weapon systems to turret points across the length of the ship. The range of weapon systems you will have available to you will depend on the technologies you have researched. In addition to weapon systems, hulls can be outfitted with a variety of capability boosting subsystems. When you are happy with the decisions you have made, you can save the design for later. Once you have updated your ship designs, you will want to use these to construct the next generation of ships for your fleet. The production screen shows information about each ship, including crew complement, supply and energy capacities, and the cost. Production of ships is now organised through invoices. You can now add and remove the number of ship types you wish to include in an invoice. Total cost and build time for all items in an invoice are indicated at the bottom of the new invoice panel. Remember to remove any unwanted ships before submitting the order. Once you are happy, you can submit the order and save the invoice for use at a later time. Once you have submitted an invoice, you can only cancel the batch ordered. You cannot remove individual ships from the order queue. Once your ships have been manufactured, they are placed in a holding area called the reserve. You will need to assign them to an active fleet by using the Fleet Manager. The first step in creating a fleet is to choose an admiral and give the fleet a memorable name. In order to create a new fleet, you must have at least one command-ready ship waiting in the reserve. The first available command vessel will be attached to the newly created fleet. The choice made by the computer can be changed by assigning an alternate command craft. Command ships provide a command point limit to the fleets they are assigned to. You can now drag additional ships to add to the fleet. Each addition will cost a certain amount of command points. Once the total number of command points matches the limit, you cannot add any more new ships without first removing some. When you are happy with the configuration of your fleet, it is time to assign it a formation. You can manually maneuver each ship onto the formation grid. Formations can span 3 planes, upper, middle and lower. Or you can select one of the pre-existing formations and make final adjustments to your heart's content. Fleets are as important as colonies. Without them, you can achieve very little. When 2 opposing fleets make contact, the tactical phase of the game begins. When neither fleet is within visual range of the other, combat begins in sensor mode. Here you will be able to issue orders to your fleet from an elevated view, removed from the immediate action. Once combat begins, you can issue orders to individual or groups of spacecraft. You can issue targeting and maneuvering orders through the ship and weapons control panels. You can keep an eye on the ship's crew complement and its supply and energy reserves, for if these reach 0, the ship will not be able to continue its fight. The weapon control panel allows you to select a targeting priority and firing mode for each class of weapon the ships in your fleet have. Ships can be ordered to roll to move any damaged armour sections out of the way of incoming fire. They can also be ordered to spin to bring guns to bear at a new target. During your adventures across the galaxy, you will encounter many types of enemies. The most common will be fleets of rival species, but you will also encounter space fauna and other sorts of creatures. On this occasion, a fleet from Solforce has encountered a group of spectres. Their preferred method of attack is to surround the enemy craft and suck the life force of the crew. Some enemies will prove too difficult to engage until you have researched advanced technologies, while others will be dispatched quickly and easily. The choices on hand do not stop there. The Battle Manager allows you to position your fleets in readiness for an invasion. You can conduct diplomacy. You can issue repair orders to ships belonging to fleets that have been attacked. Check the history log for important events you may have missed. And now it is time to say goodbye. End of log.